So living alone on a deserted island with your music, or you never make music again. I'm not sure exactly what they mean, but I'm really going to make up my own question of that. So if it meant that I would live on an island by myself with my music,
You have two choices, yeah.
Yes.
or I can't play any music anymore. Well, it's complicated. Can I ask a question? Am I allowed to bring my family with me?
I say yes.
Then I would
John
say,
says yes,
then
so
would
I guess
say,
we're out.
Depending on, as long as it's an island with lots of fruit and some good fishing and stuff, I'd say the island sounds like it would be awesome. I just don't want to go to an island where it's got like natives that want to kill me every day.
Man-eating natives,
deserted
egg
island.
shrinkers.
Yeah.
It's deserted. No
We're-
one
we're-
lives there.
Oh, okay.
It's no cold island. It's,
Okay.
it's all your imaginational island.
I would say definitely take the family, go to the island. I would be super happy with that.
And then we would find Doug on an island 20 years later
Yes.
on his own island with the village of Aldridges running around. Just amazing guitar players just all running around this island.
Looking for
and
strings.
Looking for strings
Yes.
with homemade guitars made out of palm tree wood. It
Right.
would just be insane. But, do I have to answer the same one?
If
Only
you want to.
Living alone on a deserted island with your music or never make music again. I'm going to go with Doug on this, but I want my own island.
You don't want Doug's Island?
Well, it's just,
Oh, come on. I thought it would be good because I know you'd be really good at making a raft that we could use to go fishing.
Aren't you family?
No, here's the thing that Doug's not telling you. I would be the raft. He would use me
What I'm
to.
telling him is that when we could leave when the wives are we could have the wives side and the husband side. So we could go on our side and we could get crazy and go fishing and
Build your man cave.
Yeah, truly have a man cave.
fruit coconut
Wine.
coconut wine and all this stuff. And then on the other side we could just have the family stuff.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan.
Right.
All right. And the island is called Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Deep girl.
All right, I'm going in way in the bottom.
Best questions are at the bottom, right?
Back in there. All right. What do you think of the Dutch fans? I think, actually, to be honest with you, they're amazing. Always have been. I love your city here. It's beautiful. You know what? I love just coming to Europe. I love coming to all the different cities, trying all the different foods and cultures and wines and just some of the local concoctions or drinks or whatever.
Right.
So it's very much a treat for me to come over here all the time. But the Dutch fans have been awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we are, for us to have an opportunity to come to Holland, it's a luxury. We're really appreciative, and we're very appreciative to our Dutch fan club. Thank you.
We're very happy you're here.
But
Yeah.
I'm not wearing clogs. Okay, next.
Next
You're
one.
not the only one. Most Dutch people don't wear them.
What's your shoe size?
Yeah, we'll bring you something next
Yeah, some Dutch Daisy fans probably will now.
This question, what do you do right before a show? What do you do right before a show? Generally, we have a briefing about the set list because we change our set list a lot, as I said, and so we talk about how we're gonna, if we've changed it, how we're gonna make those songs work together, and we just kind of go through it. And at first, you think, well, you don't need to do that, but it really helps kind of set your mind straight about what the show's gonna be like, and of course, some of us warm up, some of us are quiet. Sometimes we have music. If we do, we like to crank it up and kind
Are you a quiet? Are you a quiet person before a show?
Not. I actually probably am a little bit louder before a show, louder than normal. Like now, this is my baseline right here. Kind of, you're forcing me to talk, so I have to. But otherwise, I would just be kind of a little bit quieter. But before the show, I get going a little bit. We're cracking jokes, and then like I say, warming up, doing exercises, or just getting my fingers loose, and whatever it takes. And beer.
And beer.
And beer. Oh.
Usually it's beer 30 right before we, for Doug and Brian.
Oh.
But I think for me, I try to change. Like I've got a little bit of a routine, not too much. I'm not crazy about it, but I do a little routine, and then I'm the one that usually likes to. Maybe for about 5 or 10 minutes before we go on. Like the guys will stay in the dressing room and I'll like walk off to the stage by myself because I get really nervous about singing. Singing's weird, like you can do the same things, the same time, every day, eat breakfast, work out, do whatever.
Right.
And you just never know until you open your mouth if anything's even going to come out. So I get a little worked up about that. So I'll go sit in the side of the stage and just try and run through, make sure I've got like, whatever little vocal warm-ups. And
For the fans, you look
it's-
pretty confident. If
it's
you ask
still,
me.
Yeah.
it's still,
But he's very nervous. He's nervous right now. You can see it.
it's still, yeah, it's still very nerve-wracking, like not knowing. I've had issues before in the past where I've actually, I felt great all day, and then I got to the gig and I opened my mouth and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a very difficult show for me.
Right.
So I just kind of go off a little bit by myself and I just kind of go through like, on my own time, so I'm not driving them nuts either. And I just kind of go through these little vocal warm-ups to make sure I can hit some of the higher notes or the lower notes or whatever. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's part of being a singer.
Right.
Thanks for being so open about it.
Well, it's just I think most singers are a bit neurotic anyway. You know what I mean? Like, because if he breaks a string, he can just have somebody change it or change it. If something goes
Can't
haywire
replace your
here,
voice.
I'm kind of fucked.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, and then it's weird. Like you can truly go through the exact same regimen. I could get up the same time every day, eat the same time, eat the same things, work out, do whatever I got to do. Don't drink. I never drink before I go on. And then I could really baby myself. And just some days it'll work, some days it won't. And it's really kind of weird. It's like you're at the mercy of the universe. So it's a little nerve-wracking. But all right, next question.
Next question.
We also have a quiet room.
Was it my
backstage.
time?
It is, but I'm just saying.
Quiet
while
room?
He's taking a little extra time to grab the right one. We have a little quiet room backstage that we like to, periodically Brian starts talking and talking and talking, and then you'll start walking away or doing something, and he'll go to somebody else and start talking. Eventually, what we have to do is we all end up going in the quiet room where there's no talking allowed.
There's no Brian.
Brian's never, even if Brian comes in, he's not allowed to talk.
The next question.
I don't really know how to answer this one because I'm not really familiar with what we're talking about. But it says, if you were a Pokemon, which one would you be? So, Doug's got children, so I'm thinking he might be a little more.
All right, Doc. So
That's a perfect timing because I have my son on the line right here, and I can ask him, if you were a Pokemon, which one would you be?
Me?
Yeah.
Bulbasaur?
No. Bulbasaur? Bad choice, dude. Bad choice. You gotta be Pikachu.
No, Pikachu only does two evolves.
Two evolves? And how about Bulbasaur?
He goes all the way up to Mega Evolve.
He goes to Mega. Oh, well, John and I were just discussing that.
Shut up, Ryder.
Go easy on him.
Love you, buddy. Thanks for the help. What a cool thing that they asked me the question right when you called. That's so cool.
So you're going to be in the interview with us. That's funny.
That's my boy Ryder. Okay, buddy, I'll call you back, okay? Love you. Bye. That's funny.
All right, next.
I like how you take your time to answer your phone.
The only
your
person
son.
that calls me is the family, so.
Yes, family
This-
first.
This is a longer question right here. Your fans play a big part in who you are as the Dead Daisies. Yes, that's true. Do you see the fans as a sixth member of the band? I think we definitely do. I mean, we do. We talk about how one of the things that I think is mainly because of how John is with an audience. He brings the fans and makes them feel included, like we're all together at a party, and he's just the cool guy with the mic. And that's how it feels. And we just have fun. We goof around. We're very comfortable together as friends and people and players. So we can be open with the fans and let them in. And we sometimes have dialogue with them. And sometimes Mark will go running around in the audience. But yeah, I would say we do. And it's mainly, John sets that pace. You really do, dude. You set that pace that it's a party, and we're hanging together.
Yeah.
It's supposed
Or
to
will
be.
come to my home and kill my goldfish.
Yes. But we don't, I mean, the whole band, we really don't take ourselves all that seriously. You know what I mean? Like, we're just, I think there's a connection with this band to the fans. Not just because of the live show, I just think even to, like, just in general, I think the reason why we connect so well with them is because we're still fans as well. Like, we still get a kick out of, even when we were on tour with Kiss or Whitesnake or, any of these other bands, Aerosmith, like we do these shows with these guys, and it's like we can't wait to be done so that we can go watch them. You know what I mean? These are
Yes.
bands that we grew up with, and it's not unusual for us to be in the bus or riding in a van or even at the hotel rooms. Like, one of us will go online and look up on YouTube, like Grand Funk Live 1972, and find some awesome thing, and then we share it with the rest of the guys. Like, oh, dude, you got to check this out, or look at this video. You know what I mean? So we're still fans too. So for us, like, the fans are one of us. We're one of them. You know what I mean? In a lot of, in a lot of ways. So I think that's one of the reasons why we're connecting with them, and I think we're gaining a lot of momentum because of it. Last year, I think it was on our tour last year, I think David said we played to over 1 million people last year. So that was pretty awesome, and it's
There was
growing.
a quarter million at one show, so that's how.
Okay.
We saw you first in Amsterdam at the Kiss show. We also checked out. We're going for Kiss, but who's playing also there? And then we saw you guys, and we were like, "Wow, this is quite amazingly good, actually. I hope they sound even better live." And well, you did. we were really surprised.
That
wow.
actually leads to the reason why we did the Live and Louder record.
Yes.
Which just came out a few weeks ago. A lot of the fans would come, because we do a signing every night
Right.
afterwards, and a lot of the fans were like, wow, I had Make Some Noise or Revolution or whatever, and they're like, I really thought the records were great, but then I saw you guys live, and they would ask, like, are you going to do a DVD or a live album? And, we last year we're like, all right, let's record a few shows. And normally, too, the band usually records the early part of each year. So the 2 records I've done, we did in the spring, January, February. Last year we did the record with Doug in January, and then we would put it out in like April or May. And I think this year too, the fact that we kind of did 2 records and a tour in like 1 year, and then we went right back out on tour again with Doug. And like I said, we played to 1 million people last year, or over. And I think too, it was kind of the point where the fans were asking for a live record, and the management wanted to just give us a little extra mental time to, get ready for the next album, which is coming in November. So.
Coming this November?
Well, it's not coming out. We start recording in November.
No, we got it on record. We'll cut this, and it's coming November.
We start recording in November.
I was listening to Live and Louder when I was cruising on the highway with a friend, and he was like, "Wow, amazing! Is this live? This is so good!" And that somehow fans make new fans,
It is live. We recorded around 15 shows and took the best. At first, there was a few shows that we definitely we made sure everything was perfect. Like London was really good, and Paris was really good, and some other cities in Holland were really good. And but we just decided, instead of taking one show, to take the best versions of different songs where we felt the crowd was really good, and then the band, obviously, we want to make sure it sounded good. So.
You did a very good job.
Well, Doug went through every one of those takes, which was a huge undertaking on his part. And then we had a really good friend of ours, Anthony Fox, mix the thing, and
Who mixed?
he did our Make Some Noise record, and he did an amazing job, and but I think it's really cool, man. It shows the synergy of a really cool band playing to great fans. He kicked ass. Tommy, our sound guy that recorded the actual shows, he kicked ass. Anthony, it's a lot of people working together, man. It's
a great
cool
team.
Yeah, it's a great team.
Yeah.
So.
Another question.
All right, I'm going deep now. Wow. Favorite Daisies song? That's a tough one. That's like...
Then you can pick one from each album.
Because they're your children.
It is.
They're
It's weird.
kids.
It's like saying which one of your kids is... And usually it's the one that's not asking me for any money. But anyway, let me think. Favorite Dead Daisies song? I'm going to go with... I really love playing this live. Doug does a little cool guitar thing in the beginning, and then I think the energy of the song and just everything about it. I really dig Last Time I Saw the Sun. I get to play a little maraca, it's cool, whatever. But I dig that one. I think it's pretty cool.
I would
What's
say
yours?
mine changes a lot of times, but I really love Mexico. That's a fun song, and it's really good. I didn't record it or write it, but I really like it a lot, and it's just a good feel. It's a feeling good song, party song.
It makes you feel like you want to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even it's funny because everybody relates the same way to going on vacation in Mexico. It just means you're gonna get wasted and have fun. And
Wake up in a Mexican jail.
Yeah.
This is
Don't
crazy.
die.
with tattoos and
Tattoos.
Go to the bar.
Again.
Again.
Yes.
Yes.
all right. Let's see what we got here. Marvel or DC, and favorite superhero? I should call Ryder back up. But I'm gonna go with. I know what he would tell me. I actually don't know the difference between Marvel and DC. I know there are two companies that make.
Marvel is Iron Man, the Avengers, Spider-Man, Hulk, and DC is Superman, Batman.
Okay, definitely DC. Because Batman would be the one that my son would say is the best. I personally think that Superman could probably beat him in a fight, but Batman's cool.
Haven't you seen the movie Batman vs Superman?
I heard about it.
Yes.
I don't know who won, but I've heard about it. But I'm just gonna go with Batman to make it simple. What do you say, bro?
I'm gonna go. See, now I do like Iron Man, so that's Marvel, right? I do like Captain America and all that stuff. But I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna do this. He went with Batman. I'm gonna say Superman. Yes, he can fly, and yes, he's incredibly strong. But my favorite part of being Superman would be his X-ray vision. I could just look through every hot chick's clothing and just see what they got before I even go up and buy them the drink. So I'm going to say
saying.
Superman. I'm just saying, Superman.
I can totally live with that.
Boom.
Seriously,
You know,
dude?
X-ray vision. X-ray vision.
Seriously?
There's something to be said for X-ray vision.
Oh man.
Well, Iron Man could build it into his suit.
Yeah, but he's got to build it. This just comes naturally.
True.
You know what I mean?
But it's more realistic.
It's like
if he
I
has
could
to
be
build it.
looking. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying.
The problem is that when they get a look of up close at Superman, they realize he's just a normal guy. Batman's got the mask, man. Batman can get anybody he wants.
Batman's got the cash too. See, Superman has a part-time day gig as Clark Kent, and he has a job. Batman's just cool. He's like a multi-billionaire that drives around in a badass car in
He's
Wayne
like-
Manor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's got me on that one. But Superman does still have the X-ray vision. Maybe it's the glasses.
There's a rule too, though, that Superman is not allowed to go on a date. So there's the rub.
Yeah, you know why he can't go on dates? Because he's faster than a speeding bullet. Boom! Uh-huh. Chicks don't dig that shit.
Yeah.
No.
It will be a fun newspaper story. Wouldn't it?
So maybe you should change to Iron Man.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go with Iron Man.
He's also quite rich, right?
He's also rich.
He's stiff too. He's ironclad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
All
like iron. So yeah.
turn.
All right, my turn. Let's get in here. All righty. Which question do you want to be asked, but no one has ever asked you before?
That's a tough one.
That is a tough question. That would not be the question that I would want to be asked. But I honestly, I can't think of anything that nobody's ever asked me before. I think that's an unanswerable question.
We've had a lot of questions, but maybe I should ask John a question. I'll just ask him a question.
Yes, ask him a question.
All right, John.
This is going to be
For,
good.
for your oatmeal in the morning, do you prefer it with milk or water?
Milk.
See, I like water. Okay, you like your steak cooked how?
Medium rare.
What's the best food that you can make?
The best food I can make.
See, that's a good question because he can't even answer it.
I can't even answer
I
that.
make
That
a
means
ki-
he's like
No,
Gordon
we're not
Ramsay,
asking
or
you.
he can cook an egg. Something.
I make a killer guacamole. That's what I make.
Guacamole.
Have you ever cooked?
Yeah, I have. I'm just trying to think what, like, something that Debbie or somebody's just went like, oh my God, but it was just weird. I was experimenting one day, and
You set the kitchen to fire?
I was kind of goofing off. My wife saw a commercial on the TV for one of the fast food chains that did it was like a waffle with a piece of ham and egg and cheese and then all this syrup on top of it. And she goes, oh, that looks good. So I made it for her one time. And then I was sitting like a couple days later, I went, like a good breakfast sandwich, like, you know what I mean? And I made her it was like, in America we call it garlic toast. It's like, you know, garlic bread with, so I did that with prosciutto, mozzarella, and an egg, a tomato and an egg. With
As
some
breakfast?
with some olive oil.
That's pretty heavy for
Yeah,
breakfast.
sounds
but
pretty good.
it was just a little one. Prosciutto, mozzarella, tomato, and an egg on top, and I just sprinkled oil and baked it in the oven. And she was like, "That's probably the most amazing breakfast sandwich I've ever had in my life." But I'll make steaks or salmon or whatever at the house.
Well, I asked the question,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
going to change the question.
Okay,
John,
change the question.
Other than being sexually excited, what excites you? Name one thing that really excites you, other than sex.
Probably, I'm a kind of diehard NFL, American football, Philadelphia Eagles fan. That excites me. I'm
So
always.
you also like to take a beating once in a while.
Yeah, I do. And we're the only team in our division that has never won the ring.
The ring.
And you know, it's all about the ring in America. But
So
yeah.
when they win, you get a heart attack?
I get very excited. Well, I'm excited right now. Like, it's kind of the beginning. It's our training part of the season. So our season will start in September, and I'm just on my phone every day, like looking to see if they got rid of anybody, added anybody, if anybody got hurt, like how's everybody playing. So I'm a bit of a nerd with that shit.
Okay, last question. Being that you're surrounded by like amazing musicians in this band, and guys of a quality that, you know, like yourself,
Like a standard I can only aspire to be like. That's what he's getting at. Okay.
in one word, what's this been like for you? In one word.
Honestly,
You
I'm
can't-
not blowing.
pain
No,
in
no,
the
no.
ass is not a good.
No,
you can't
I'm
say
not.
it's three
That's
words.
because that's 3 words. I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass, but being in the Dead Daisies for me has been amazing.
Amazing. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. In the Netherlands.
We got one more thing for you, because we earlier talked about beer, right?
Yes.
And we have, press. Maybe you can give it to them.
Dutch beer.
Oh, we got even more than just Dutch beer.
We've got all Dutch goodies, so you can
That's awesome, guys.
check it out.
We know you like beer, so we
this
got
is
Dutch
Dutch.
beer and we got Dutch Scotch for John.
Yes, of course.
Well,
Dutch.
it's Dutch,
Scotch.
not Scotch.
It's Dutch,
It
Dutch.
wasn't brewed in Scotland, so. It's actually brewed in Holland.
Yeah, this is all
This is
very
super
healthy
cool.
stuff, and
Cadillacs.
yes,
Cadillac cars. I love it.
it's really Dutch.
Uh-oh.
But it's made with fruit.
Wait.
There's the beer right there. There's
Yes.
the Heineken.
I was gonna say that. Like, this is where Heineken is brewed. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Dutch tea. These things are evil. These are the devil.
The waffles.
They're with the sweet stuff with the syrup in the middle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are these the same?
Like
Are
this.
these invented in Holland?
Yeah.
They were.
They were.
These things, I could eat this whole thing right now. I would just
Nobody will stop you.
take it right
And
out
not
of my-
feel an ounce of guilt.
That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is this gas water or?
Yeah.